Hello guys, I wanted to do a quick review on these two handles. They're for the Sony ZV-1. Uh, you got the Sony branded one and you have the Smallrig. Seen some reviews on YouTube about these. Both of them, people saying that this is way better than the Sony handle. I haven't really seen any the other way around saying that the Sony handle's a way better version, but as far as functionality goes, they're right. The Sony one, obviously tripod, it has its buttons. Same with the Smallrig. It's a tripod and it has its buttons. It also has a removable remote, Bluetooth, which is cool. But they have their own place. They each have a place when using the ZV-1 camera. A lot of people, say, "Oh, go for the Smallrig." It's cool. The Smallrig's cool. Price wise, I mean, it's extends kind of a small selfie stick. It has the same, zoom in and zoom out. Has your record button, your camera, C1, off and on. And so does your Sony one. Has all the same functions. You can see that they're in different places on the handle. I use the Smallrig, so don't get me wrong. I mean, I use the Sony one, and then I saw somebody reviewing the Smallrig, and I was like, hey, that would be cool. I mean, it's Bluetooth. You can, set it up and, start recording or take a picture from far away, which is cool. You could always use a timer, I guess. But not using the timer, this is a cool option. But I will say, you get what you pay for. The Smallrig is cheap. It feels like it's going to break. Every time I take these legs out, it feels like it's going to break. The remote is in there like they could have probably used a little bit better magnets. I mean, I think there's one magnet right here, and that's what holds it in, but it literally does not. When I use this is in my pocket all the time because I don't want to lose it. But everything about this handle is just cheap. It wasn't cheap. I mean, I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was still, I think, 80, 70, 80 bucks. And this was over 100, obviously. But this is nice. I mean, like this, I feel like I can pull these legs, open and pull them out 100,000 times, and they would still work. You got your battery. You can always change your battery out on this one versus having to charge this handle or this. And it does charge, which is cool. It's a nice feature. They both do the same thing. You got that, the tilting. This one has a lock where you can tighten it down, loosen it, and then you have this, and then you have this. But it just seems like it's just really nice. On this one, you do have the spinny thing, but it almost feels like every time you're turning it, it's like you're screwing it in tighter. Like no matter which way you go, it's like you're just getting tighter and tighter, and it feels like eventually it's either gonna get a bunch of friction in there where it won't turn anymore, or it'll just lock up somewhere in between. Now this, I like this. This button turns. You could feel it turn on your thumb as you're moving it, which is no big deal. But it doesn't have a tightening thing where you can tighten. I don't know why you want to tighten it, honestly. So that's kind of a zonk on this. But like these legs, every time I pull them out, it seems like they get tighter and tighter and tighter. Harder to pull out every single time. But like I said, the quality, $100 and some, but look, you could, nothing. This one, I'm barely pushing with 2 fingers. Look at the flex on those legs. If I did that, I'd probably snap them. off. I'm not going to do it. But this one, I would. I wouldn't do that to this one because I don't want to break it. So, like I said, you get what you pay for. Like, these legs are definitely, the friction on those are getting weird. I'm afraid to keep opening and closing it. But I just seen a bunch of, videos saying, oh, this is a better deal. Budget-wise, money-wise, this is a better deal. And the Bluetooth is cool if you want to keep this in your pocket. Because if you have it like this and you're holding this, I mean, look at all the buttons under your hand. You're having to scoot it back. So if you got this extended and your camera on the end of it, then you're having to scoot your hand way back here and use these buttons. The weight on this will be heavy. But this one, no matter, it's not extended, but it's always going to be right here. And it's towards the top, which is really nice. So I know they had to move them down because of this and because of the extending. So there's a lot of give and takes. But like I said, there was a bunch of videos. There's a lot of videos about, not really a lot, I guess, but the videos that are out there, it's basically the Smallrig over the Sony handle. And to me, if I was not going to need it to extend, I would literally use this. Only because of, it's just the quality of it. It's just so much nicer. You don't have to worry about, are the legs going to freeze halfway up one of these times when I open it or close it. And this one I could just open and close all day long. But this one is a little bit different. So I just wanted to throw it out there because I didn't see very many on there reviews about the Smallrig. And it's not really a review about this. It's just kind of a comparison and a deal towards, other people's saying that, oh, this is nice because it snaps back in. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that say this thing goes right back in magnetically and it's nice. No, it doesn't go right back in. You pretty much have to put it in there. And it does stay. I mean, it doesn't fall out that way. But you're moving around and then you bump this and this will come out. I mean, there's nothing to it. And then this too, this little switch. I mean, it doesn't take nothing, to turn it on. Then it's on and then you go to use it and it's dead. That's happened to me. This one, there's a lot of force behind getting that clicked off and on. So anyway, it's just a small little video. I bought both of these. Nobody paid me to talk bad about the Smallrig or talk good about the Sony or whatever. This was just my opinion because I hadn't seen any videos of anybody talking about, how good the Sony is. Some people are like, oh yeah, I got the Sony one and that's what I use it. But nobody has said this is far superior than this. There has been videos out there saying that the Smallrig is better than the Sony. And to me, quality-wise, it's not. Functionality, yeah. But like I said, even this, you get your camera on it, and it will slowly slide down. I've had it go about halfway down. So that's kind of what I wanted to speak about. Just let people know the difference between these. Anyway, thanks.